Yeah. The interesting thing is because learning a language is never about studying the language. It's always about thinking about new alternatives. And so many people, so I say that I'm not an English teacher. I work with problem solving. And problem solving is you want to learn better English. But the point is that I'm here to give you opportunities because what happens? Let's suppose that I like listening to rock music, but you don't like rock music. And I say, guys, you have to listen to this song, you have to sing this song. Let's suppose, I don't know, Linkin Park or Metallica or AC/DC, but you don't like this style of music. So I'm going to give you a song for you to sing, for you to practice your English, and then you don't like the style. You don't like the song. So what I'm here again, I repeat over and over again, learning a language is emotional. Again, I'm going to repeat to you. I created some magical techniques because I don't like to study. So all the story started on me. The fact that I don't like to study, I never believed that learning a language was sitting on a chair, open the book, doing exercises. Mm-mm. And because of this, I developed all these techniques, first of all, for myself. So this is the point. I'm here. I cannot say that in 40 hours you are going to speak better. No, because it depends on you. It's your responsibility, but I'm giving you all the tools. It's like it's a toolbox. Yeah. When you go to the mechanic, for example, there are a lot of different tools that you can use to fix the car. So I am here as a teacher, not to teach you English, because if you really want, YouTube is full of teachers teaching you grammar. If teaching grammar was the solution for learning a language, uh, then you could learn for free. You don't need to be here, really. But nobody knows that because the interesting thing is because I'm going to tell you storytelling. Yeah. Everything starts from the Industrial Revolution. When one day somebody had the idea of, okay, I needed to produce, I don't know, I needed to produce a mouse. So how can I have this object, this device produced in more quantity, using more people, but I don't have time to teach everybody. And then it came, arrived, let's say, there was a teacher and say, I'm going to put like 150 people inside one room, and I'm going to teach them how to do the production of this device. It started with the revolution, the Industrial Revolution. Okay. Then, interesting to say that uh, if you think about the companies, what happened? You go to the company, what time? 8, 9 o'clock in the morning.
Mhm. 9
Then,
o'clock.
yeah, then you have a break, and this break is about lunchtime. You go out, you get some sun, yes, in some. Uh, in the sun, maybe you call somebody if there is an emergency. Then you have some time to eat, and then you return to the company. And then
Mhm.
usually you get out around 6, 5:30, 6 o'clock. If it's winter, it's already night. I mean, it's already evening.
Yes.
It's already dark, and you don't see the sunlight.
No.
So you go to the company, you work, and then you get paid to be free Saturday and Sunday. I know what I talk is not very nice, but it's reality. And then I connect all this with English. How? Uh, if you really pay attention at all this, what happens is that how are schools made? you go around 8 in the morning, you study until lunchtime, then you go out, you get some sun, you eat, maybe you return to school. And then you stay at school in the afternoon shift. You stay at school until in the evening. The companies, usually they have high walls to protect the company, correct?
Okay.
For any situation or, okay. Schools, do they have high walls?
For yes.
Yes, maybe here in Italy, not so much, but around the world, yes, they have walls because they work with children. If in case of an emergency, a children escapes, children escape, how you're going to control them? So you have the walls. Now, what else is similar to the same system?
The prison.
Ah, the prison.
It's not fun, but
No.
it's true.
It's not fun at all, but it's true. So the prison, they have high walls. They give you a break for you to get some sun. Then you come back inside, you eat, you come back inside. And this is a way that people invented to organize a system. All right. In this system, it's easier one person in front of the crowd to control the crowd. So the teacher controls the crowd. And then it's easier if I have a system that everybody does the same exercises with the same answers, because I later on don't have time, let's say, to correct. So it's better the same answers exactly the way it should be. And then this is how you control a population. And then, of course, it's installed in our mindset that for us to learn has to be like this, like that. But, for example, if I have to give you a test, as we talked about this last meeting. We talked about this, and then we needed to have an entry test, a middle term test, and then an end of the course test. Guys, this doesn't exist. Doesn't exist because the learning process is not linear. It's not flat. You learn and then you don't know the vocabulary and then you think you're not learning and then you learn again. I'm going to show you a video today that relates talking about this. And this also talks about the cycle of success. And then again, everything, because I'm taking notes, the learning cycle. And this is more important for you to understand that if I really teach grammar, because grammar, I'm going to give you the links. You do it. Find your time. Now, if you get friend with the lifestyle of bringing English to your life, you're going to fly fast because it's not a linear process. You cannot measure how much you are learning. There are some videos that I watch. I have watched more than like maybe 15 times. And every time, because I like that topic, and every time I watch, English is not my first language. I'm fluent. It's like I am totally bilingual, native English, but English is not my first language. If I do not keep listening or learning or studying, maybe I'm going to forget some words. Everything, the brain is like a muscle. If you go to the gym, you develop. If you stop, your brain forgets about that. Of course, later on, if you come back, so it's easier for you if you decided to have a lifestyle than if you say, I'm going to study. Because once you start, you cannot go back. Of course, if you stop English or if you stop going to the gym, what happens is that, let's say that after you are a runner, okay? And then after the next 5 years, you stop running. And then after 5, 10 years, you go back to running. We have a memory. Yes. And these memories will say, boom, oh, do you remember? And we'll come back as a flash.
I hope we have a memory.
Well, in my case, actually, to be honest, I needed to buy an external hard drive for my memory.
Okay.
It's full.
No.
And so when you say that, oh, we needed to take an entry test and I'm gonna see how much better I got. It's not like this. What happens? When you start learning something, let's say, how could I, do you have any idea how I could design it? No, maybe I design this, I take a picture and then I post in your paper. Because I don't know in this moment how to design something by hand on the computer.
With the
Yeah, I have a tablet,
Google.
but it's not the same thing.
If you have a sheet, you can try to.
I'll do this in the paper.
Puxar o asa.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm going to do it like this.
Yes. Yes.
Because probably I will need to do this like on, it's gonna work. Anyway, you decide something. I'm going to learn how to play the guitar. Then you have the idea, boom, you have a fantastic idea. I'm going to learn how to play the guitar. And then you get very excited. You get very anxious about your first class. And you're very happy. And then your brain makes all the connections possible for you to say, let's go, you can do it. And then you go to your first lesson. And then in this moment, there are a lot of minions in your brain, in your mind, okay? And they are like, You go to the lesson, you feel very happy, you feel very excited, you learn. So this is the first step, okay? And then you, boom. So this is the first line of learning process. When you have an increase, why? Because you get very excited, then you come home, you want to study guitar, you start playing alone, and then you start watching videos. Okay. At a certain point, after this first mountain, let's say, the first mountain, let's say after, but attention that this happens with learning something or when you start a new diet, what happens to your body? Your body gets used to that diet, used to the exercises. You start English and after 3 months, your body, your brain gets used to the same situation. And then you go to the personal trainer and say, okay, now let's change the exercises.
For the new stimulus.
Okay, because you need more different stimulation. Okay, the same thing again with English. And then you have this boom. At this point, this 3 months, you say, maybe I can do by myself. Maybe I can study by myself. Or maybe, and then we start with our internal monsters. Maybe this is so difficult. I don't know if I'm going to continue. I have other things to do. I am very busy. Now I have a problem with I don't know, with my family, my child. I needed to solve other problems at work. At this point is the point that either you continue or you give up after 3-4 months. Why? Because your brain is going to a point that it's heating up your comfort zone. At this point, if you decide your monsters, your mental monsters, listen, I told you it was so difficult. You come up with so many excuses, and we are very good in finding excuses.
Yes.
Very good. We are not seriously, we are fantastic. We are the best. No, don't do that. No, don't study this. No, don't go again. Why are you suffering? Speaking a language or doing or listening to BBC News or doing this. This is stupid. Come on, really, don't do that. Okay, in this moment, you give up. And then all your investment goes to the garbage. This point, if you decide not to give up, you're going to have another level for our life video game. This next level, you have to, in this point, you become similar to, do you know Tasmania? The devil of Tasmania? Tasmanian devil? That guy.
Ah, okay. The cartoon.
All right, the cartoon, yes.
Ah, okay.
Okay, in this moment, you have to become the Tasmanian devil because you are going to fight with yourself.
The mind.
Yes. You're going to fight with yourself and you say, aha, you're telling me that I can't? Yes, I can, and I'm going to show you. So it's a moment that we have to prove to ourselves how good we really are. And then you fight again, and then you boom. So there is always a mountain and a plateau, a mountain and a plateau. So the first one is the boom to go up the mountain, right? And then in this moment here, you fight. You give up or you continue. If you continue, you're going to start in a plateau. Why? Because in this plateau, you say, no, but really, I am studying, but I don't see any development. I didn't improve anything. My speaking is the same. The teacher didn't give me any exercise. I'm not learning. So this mental monster during the plateau will continue speaking to your mind. And still in this plateau is everything favorable for you to give up. And then you say, stop, I'm going to continue. And after the plateau, you get another boom. And then you continue, you go to another level. When you finish going to this another level, there is exactly the same. So it's stairs. Up, plateau, up, plateau, up, plateau. This is the learning process. That's why you cannot measure. If I say the book is on the table, okay, the book's on the table. Then next week, we're going to talk about business. The money is on the table. Wow. And then after the project is on the table, or maybe the project is in a file in the computer. This is business. You see that you cannot really measure because everything is related to vocabulary. Okay. I'm going to show you today. I have some techniques. During these years, I have developed some techniques. And I'm going to show you how much English you know and you didn't know that you knew it. Is it confusing? But yeah, that's reality. Okay, so one second. How many words do you think you know that you speak in Italian, but actually you are speaking in English? Tell me some words that you speak in Italian, but actually you are speaking in English.
For example?
Privacy.
Privacy.
Privacy is not Italian.
Yeah, there are a lot of terms.
Computer.
Computer. What else?
Mm,
Hi.
Hey,
I,
Hey, hello, hello.
um,
Privacy computer.
files,
Files.
files,
Oh, okay.
software,
Software. Software. Mouse.
mouse, party,
You use party. Yeah, true. Party.
smartphone.
Smartphone.
mm,
Anyway, there are thousands of words. Well, thousands. But there are like really a lot of words that you go like, but why nobody told me about that before? Going back to my story from the beginning is because it's not convenient for the society and for the system to know what I'm going to tell you now. When I started talking about the Industrial Revolution, if I explain to you how you open your mind to new possibilities, you don't need to go anymore to the school. If you don't go to the school, you don't pay the school. You don't pay the school doesn't pay me. Let's say that at the bottom line, I am playing against my profession. I shouldn't be telling you this. But what happens? I gave to you for today one exercise called personal values. This test is, of course, is in English, but it's for you to start understanding how is the process. So I shouldn't be telling you this, any of this, because then you don't need me. But part of my values, what happens with this test, when you come to the end of the test, you have something like this, okay? And you can download it and you can put on the wall screen, the screen of your phone, because then you're going to remember why you are doing what you are doing. For example, my first big value is independence. I don't like to depend on people. So why I'm telling you all these truths? Because it's part of my values. I needed to be independent, and I don't like to, well, in general, I don't like to depend on other people. So I am very practical. And then I like to develop new methodologies for people to learn, not to be attached to me, but I like to teach people how to fly. Okay. Then another one is freedom. I don't want nobody telling me what I should do or what I cannot do. I need this because freedom comes to creativity. If I am doing the same job every day, I can't be creative. Then another value that I have is curiosity. So you see that my job is exactly linked to my values. And in this test that you're going to take, you're going to start thinking why you are doing what you're doing. So curiosity, I'm always asking why not, and how can I? The words how can I is one of the most valuable sentences that you can start to pop in your life. What? The popcorn, remember? Yes. Then after that, I have growth. If I don't have a space for growth, I'm not going to pop. I will be stuck in the same place. And authenticity. I shouldn't be talking about that. But why nobody talks about that? Again, because it's not convenient for the system. If I tell you the truth, the way I'm telling you, you don't come back. If I tell you the truth, you fly. If I tell you the truth, you can do whatever you want. And then, if I tell you the truth, you become free and unstoppable. When you are a free person, nobody can control your thoughts. And then, for the society, it's not convenient to have free people. Because people that think cannot be controlled. And if you cannot, if the politics of a country, if the system cannot control people, the country becomes totally disorganized, uncontrolled. And this is not good for the system. Because of this, nobody tells you what I'm telling you. Can you please tell me that you are in shock now?
No, we are thinking about your words that probably are true, but there aren't so clear in our life, because I personally I never stopped to think about this. I do all that I can for work, for study, first of all, for work, and then for to be independent, to be economically independent.
Economically independent.
And economically independent, and but as could be natural and natural events of the life. Okay, without thinking about how can about your words I heard now.
You know why you never thought? Because we don't have a teacher in life. We don't learn this at the university.
I had other teacher. I didn't have you, maybe.
See, you did. It's your life before Mickey and your life after Mickey.
Maybe my English teacher was very kind and very great for English literature, Shakespeare, with Dickens. With I remember a lot of the program, but and the grammar. But
and what do you really remember about the grammar you learned?
Maybe very, very
Few.
few things.
Why? Because it's not emotional. Everything that is not emotional, our brain doesn't retain. Simple. But again, if I tell you this, I am a revolutionary teacher. I'm not, let's say that I am not a very good person for the system. But I prefer to tell you the truth because it's part of my values. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
So there are some things, some truths that nobody ever said to us. And we have to start thinking about this like, why nobody told me that before? Because our parents, they don't know that. Our teachers at the university, they tell you what we should know about that specific topic. then again, you're not going to a psychologist to reflect and to have some philosophy over your life. No. Then a coach, no, you're not going to a coach, because a coach will tell you how you should work from your life to now to your future, how to develop specific goals. If you go to an English teacher, the teacher in general, they teach you how they have some conversation, but then they teach you grammar.
Mhm.
So it doesn't exist a professional or a professional that talks the truth to our life, like a life teacher. We don't have. We have to learn by ourselves. But then that's when I decided, I said, what if I could do that? Maybe one day YouTube could block me. Okay, that can happen. Yeah, the communism. Shut up. Keep calm and shut up.
Are you
All
ready
right.
for this?
Yes, I don't care.
Okay.
I don't care, because inside the psychology, there is one thing that we always want, three things, okay? Either we want to feel loved, recognized, and accepted. Again, loved, recognized, and accepted. This is in general, okay? If we speak English wrong, somebody will laugh at us, and then we block, because this person is judging me. And then if he's judging me, probably I'm not going to be part of the group, and probably they don't call me for the next meeting because my English is not good. So I'm going to be quiet. I'm not going to speak, and then I am accepted. If I speak English, I will be recognized by my boss. Maybe I get a better salary. Then I'm going to try. But first, you see the monsters? But first, probably I needed to live in another country. But first I need, and this is a monster called, could be self-sabotage, or can be called the impostor. The impostor monster is the one that says, no, you can't. You're not good enough. You have to study more. Take another degree. But what if you start studying that? No, but look, now there is a new course online. Get the course. Listen, I think you're not ready to speak in public. Don't go. But people, if we don't start, we're never going to get better. Never. But all these are our monsters that are speaking to our mind about everything, okay? It's not just about English. But you see, again, is to be loved, recognized, and accepted. I am not afraid about this, because now I know who I am, and I love myself in first place. I don't care if people like me, if people don't like me. I don't care. In a very normal English, I don't give a shit. Or better English, I don't give a fuck. Oh, excuse me. The teacher is speaking bad words. This is the words that you're going to listen in a normal conversation if you really need. Because in case of emergency, in case that you really need, you never heard the word. Okay, I am a teacher. I'm here to teach you good and bad things. Because this is used. When I came here to Italy, they started cursing me. And I was like, yes, I love you too. Well, so you see that it's important to know the bad words. Very important. And because I am not afraid, because I know who I am and what the work I am doing, I don't need likes in my posts. I don't need, I don't need that. If they come, fantastic. If they don't come, it's not that I'm really worried about that. I'm doing my job. I'm doing what everybody should be doing. People don't speak because either they don't know, because they are afraid. Now, I'm going to ask you, I am not sure if we went through day one. Go in the website, pop in day one. The video is there if you want to watch. Storytelling.
Okay.
Just to remind me, did we go through this or did you read that before?
Storytelling.
Yes.
No.
No.
No? Okay. Now, are you in the same site, in the same page?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah? All right. Now, I'm going to tell you some steps. You're just about to have a personal trainer. You are really happy to start your new exercise plan. You pay a high price for the service. You go shopping for a new outfit. You get some new trainers, and then you're ready for your first day. You go, you sweat, you get exhausted, you feel great. The day after, your whole body hurts. You feel like a truck passed over your body, right? 2 days passed, and you have a new appointment with your personal trainer. You can barely walk straight, but you go anyways, because you are paying a very expensive amount of money for that. After 20 minutes, you are sweating like a pig. But then after sweating so much, you say, I deserve something better. Then you go to the pizzeria to reward yourself for the hard work. Good job. You just throw your money into the garbage can. Same thing happens with anything in our life, including English. You're coming here, you're, let's say, you're wasting 1 hour and a half of your precious time, the time that you don't have, to listen to me. When you finish here tomorrow, you don't do anything. The day after tomorrow, you don't do anything. Saturday, Sunday, no, it's Saturday, Sunday. Come on, I'm not gonna do anything. No. And then what you're doing, you're taking your money and throwing into the garbage. I am your personal trainer. So do what I'm telling you to do. So this is the truth number one. English has to be every day. Yes. English is like making popcorn, and you have to keep the fire on. First, you turn on the fire, wait for the butter to melt, and you put the corn into the pan. If you turn it off, if you turn off the fire, the popcorn won't pop. Another example is the barbecue party. You set up the fire on a charcoal to make a wonderful barbecue, yeah? Okay, most of your guests arrive on the time they were supposed to be there. So you have the fire on and it's very beautiful, right? If you keep feeding the barbecue, your barbecue can, yeah, the barbecue can, with the charcoal, you have the fire for hours and hours. But now imagine that a guest made a mistake and arrived 2 days later at the party. 2 days later. You have to set the fire again and you start from zero. And the same things happens to our brain. If we don't keep feeding our brain with English every day, you will putting, again, your money in the garbage. It's like setting the fire into the charcoal. So the secret is always to have the fire on. You start, you can't stop. You can't. That's why it's a lifestyle. So any contact with English is important. Song for today, crosswords for tomorrow, a video for the day after tomorrow, any contact without the fear. Oh my God, but what if I don't understand? stop, stop. This fear is not rational. It's totally irrational. It's not truth. Now, next story, storytelling number 2. Yay! It's about to be holidays and you are ready to go on your vacation. When you get to the beach with the beach chair, beach towel, beach umbrella, food, drinks, your favorite book, you feel like having a nice swim into the sea. You run to the sea and then you have a big surprise. The water is freezing. You decided to enter anyways. Yes, there is a big suffering, but afterward, the first shock, you really enjoy it. You come back to your place and get a nice suntan. Ah, yeah. Can you picture this in your mind?
Yes.
Okay. After 30 minutes, you are sweating again because it's like 45 degrees outside. And then you decided to run and have another swim. But then what happens? Your brain will bring you back that disgusting feeling, the impulse, and your brain wants to stop with that. So that is the, oh no, it's too cold. Oh, it's freezing. So with English, you have to break this disgust. Like, I don't like English. I have to study English. Oh my God, I want that. Break that. So you have to find what makes you feel horny, what makes you feel hot about the language. Can be films, can be series, music, book, but you have to do this every day. Again, when you remember that you are inside of the water, let's say that you go to the south of Italy for your summer vacation, it's very cold. Yeah, the water is cold. If you are inside of the water, your body gets used to the temperature of the water, right? Same thing. Same thing. Storytelling number 3. Just had a problem with your laptop and you needed to download all the programs and files you have stored in it. Problem with computers, not very good, right? You start and you can see the bar of loading or downloading and you feel happy and satisfied. But then something happens. And then this is the truth number 3. Let it go, let it go. From the song of Frozen. The cartoon?
Mhm.
Okay. So sorry for telling you the fact that, oops, okay, but I need to tell you the truth and you will never understand everything. Never. Learning a language is not a linear process. It's not a race or something you achieve in 4 years of completing the grammar rules or making the exercise. It's a lifestyle. It's not something that you have the start. Well, you have the start, but you don't have the finish. It's no, there is no end like a Lego game. It doesn't exist. So, but I don't understand. Let it go. Relax. Don't panic. You don't understand? No problems. Keep listening. The next day, try again. The next day, try again. And again. Don't stop. One day. Now, tell me, what is... There is nothing worse for the brain than being a child. 3 years old, 2 years old child. They start from zero. We are not starting from zero because we know the alphabet. For them, well, but who? This is another video I need to give to you. Her name is Brené Brown. Vulnerability. Yeah, I needed to include here the videos for you to watch.
Thank you.
The art of being vulnerable. And there is another video that is one of the most watched videos on TED Talk that is called School Kills Creativity. We are born creative. And then we go to the school and they put us inside of the box to be part of the system. So we have to think like everybody else. And then we stop being creative. Excuse me, but when children are children, do you think children are creative?
They could be.
They are.
They are.
They play alone. They play with themselves. They invent the fantasies. They invent so many things, like a pen, like a marker could be like an alien, and they talk to the alien for hours and hours. They make friends with another kid that doesn't speak the same language. They become best friends, and they don't speak the same language. Haven't you seen that? Yeah. On YouTube, probably there are some videos of kids from different nationalities being best friends without speaking one word. What they talk, but one speaks in Italian, the other one speaks in Japanese, but they communicate. How? How? Because after that, you go to school. And the school starts putting monsters in our mind. You can't think of that again. This is not possible. This is difficult. Don't go this way. Welcome to our society. It's easy to control people with fear. It's easy. Excuse me. Look at what happened with COVID. People go panicking. Control, fear. People panicking. Why? Now, I don't know if you saw the news. I follow some special news that they talk the truth. They are not sponsored by the government. That they are finding now, like, messages and messages and messages saying that there was an agreement from UK with Italy. It's politics. COVID. Now COVID doesn't exist anymore. Disappeared. Boom. 3 years of panicking, and now where's COVID? Politics. You panic people, you control people. You put fear on your mind. You're not going to speak English. Yes. You control people. It's very scary, I know. Somebody needs to tell you the truth. Here I am. I know your mind is like popping now, but if I don't tell you, you don't pop. All right, so people, think about that. Storytelling 4. Your mental monsters will try to attack you, beat you down, throw you off the ring. They are people that live inside our minds, but they have a very, very low self-esteem, and they are the mental monsters. Now, before I continue reading this text, attention on me. This story was created by 4 children, 9 years old, my students. But teacher, English is so difficult. I am very terrible at school. No, English is difficult. English is complicated. I said, oh, stop. Let me tell you a story. And then I told them about this story. And I said, okay, let's create a story together, because this was the only way that I could teach 9 years old kids about psychology. And they wrote this story in Italian. They translated, I helped them to translate the story to English. Okay. But the point is that they understood why they thought they were not good in English. Every night, Mr. Tazzy is from the Tasmanian, yeah?
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Tazzy used to dream of 10 mental monsters that insulted him. The monsters were in different dimensions and shapes, apparently just like him. The types of monsters were monsters with sharp teeth, monsters with crazy antennas, big fat monsters, tiny small monsters, monsters with 3 heads, and so on. When they appeared during their nightmares, Mr. Tazzy was very confused because he didn't know if it was a nightmare or reality. But one thing he was sure of was that he wanted to combat the mental monsters. One night, the despicable monster, despicable, cattivissimo, despicable minions, yeah, despicable me.
Mhm.
Okay. One night, the despicable monsters showed up in his mind. And at this moment, he thought of having a sword in his hand. He took the sword and fought. Ding, ding. Fought is the past of the verb to fight. He fought the mental monsters. The next day, when he woke up, he was feeling exhausted and he didn't know where he was. But he was in his room alone. The monsters were only in his mind. After that day, he understood that every time the monsters showed up in his mind, he was the only one responsible for fighting back or losing the fight. He understood that he must live with the mental monsters, but now he knows how to control them. 9 years old children. Of course, that was my help, yes. But
The
how do you
concept is-
explain? How do you explain 9 years old kids about the psychology involved in speaking another language? It's the same thing, guys. Same thing. So the truth number 4 behind this story is not going to be something fast. The real price of English is the time and effort you put into it. Anytime people or courses would try to sell you, and it goes you know, some publicity that you have. No, I teach you English in 6 months.
6 months.
I have a magic, magic, and there is no such thing. It doesn't exist miracle. Doesn't exist miracle methodology. The miracle methodology is every day drinking tea, every day drinking water, every day listening, absorbing. Okay, so please never go after a course that they sell the publicity, because it's very tempting. So that's something that goes from 6 months to 5 years. Oh, because now I study for English for 5 years and now I can speak English. No, that doesn't happen. You're never going to know everything. There is no specific time to do it. So again, you just have to find something that gives you pleasure. that makes you feel like, whoa. Excuse me, tell me something. How many men started learning English because they watch porn? You know all the words. Vocabulary. Why? Repetition. Repetition of the movies is the same vocabulary. Right? Okay. Having said that, I'm going to teach you a technique. One of, I have many. My best friend, the dictionary. Miki, but you're very old. We don't use dictionaries anymore.
The app isn't it the difference with an app with a dictionary app.
Okay, I'm gonna explain you now why. Miki, but dictionary, paper dictionary. Who uses a paper dictionary nowadays? We are in 2023. Okay, now. This is the thing. You're going to get a dictionary, English, Italian, Italian, English. Okay. And you're going to have, I don't have it here now, but I do have an orange, not blue, not green, not pink, orange highlighter.
Green, no.
No green, no blue, no yellow, no, orange.
Okay.
Why, Miki? Because in the psychology of colors, orange is a color that gets your attention. In psychology of colors, orange is the color of energy that brings you energy. Now, very simple to show you. Can you see some orange here?
Yes.
Ah. Can you see? Can you see another color here?
Blue. Oh,
Violet.
violet.
Very hard to see, right?
Yes.
Okay. This exercise will help you on your self-esteem. Why? Because after some time you're reading the dictionary, you're going to do this. And then you're going to see everything that is in orange, and you're going to say like, wow, I know so much English. I am so intelligent. Okay, and orange, the color orange helps with that because it gets your attention. All right? Okay. Now, you're going to get the dictionary and you're going to open it random. Not letter A, B, C, D. No. Random. This is an exercise. 60 seconds. 60 seconds exercise. That's 1 minute. If you tell me that you don't have 1 minute in a day. You're going to wake up, you go pee-pee. You sit down, you take the dictionary, your orange highlighter, and then you start. Example. This exercise is to be done very, very fast. 60 seconds and no thinking, because in the morning, your brain cannot think, needs time to start. So try, this is a no brain exercise. If you open, for example, now I open because I have it here in orange already to show you, okay? The word, the letter P. In order. Similar to Italian, you don't need to think. Persistent, person, personal, personal assistant, personal colon, personality, personally, personnel, perspective, perspiration, persuade, persuasion, persuasive, pertinent, perverse, pervert, pessimist, pessimistic, pest, pesticide, pet, petition, petrified, petrify, petrol, petroleum. And then you tell me you don't know English? Excuse me. Now, this, you're going to do fast. Tum, 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 tum. Okay, and you highlight. If there is a word that it doesn't connect to your brain instantly, okay, you skip and you continue the exercise. If you don't know the word or it's difficult for you to remember, skip, go to the next. Okay, now imagine that every day you have one minute. Every day you highlight 20 words. 20 words. 20 only. Because the words are obvious. Do you agree with me?
Yes.
Okay. It's obvious. 20 words. If you do this exercise 5 days a week, 5 times 20, 100. If you do this for 4 weeks, 400. If you do this for 3 months, 400 times 3 months, 1,200 words. If you do this for 6 months, you have about 4,000, 3,600, 4,000 words. 4,000 words is the vocabulary necessary for a fluent speaker. There are some studies. I needed to find that and also to show you studies. How many words you have to speak for you to speak? It's easy to find on Google, but I needed just to refresh and to remember where it is. Only for some people that are talking very specific vocabulary, PhD doctors, they speak about 8,000 words, 10,000 words. If you are very, very deep into that specific vocabulary. Normal speakers, for you just to travel, go abroad, have a simple trip, you need about 2,000 words. Speaking a language is about words, vocabulary, not grammar. The more vocabulary you have, the more you can adjust the sentence. For you to speak like a native, day by day, words, you need 4,000 words. From 4, maximum 6, like maximum, because the words are repetitive. So you do this exercise here in the dictionary. Now, do you understand why it cannot be an app?
Yes, yes, it's clear.
It's very clear.
Yes.
Because here, after 3 months, you're going to do this. And you're going to see everything orange. And then you're going to go like, oh my God, why nobody told me that before? 60 seconds per day. 60 seconds.
They are nothing.
Nothing. And this helps on your self-esteem so much because you're going like, really? And then you put your high heels on and then you go to work.
Okay.
Oh, whoa, I feel like a woman. Okay. So that was the topic of day 3 about the magic dictionary. If you go on our website, day 3, YouTube, after I finish class, I'm going to tonight or probably tomorrow, I will upload the video here, okay?
Right.
Then homework. If you go on day 3, personal values test, do that test, go to the end of the test and download the wallpaper, put on your phone. You're going to remind, this is going to remind you why you are doing what you're doing.
Okay.
Then I gave you 3 exercises. So every day I'm going to, every lesson, I'm going to give you some exercise. It's very simple. You just click. If you have questions, all the grammar is in this, is in the top. Click there for you to see how it is. So in the top, you have exercises, explanation, and downloads, right? If you click on explanation, there is all grammar explained over there. You go back to exercises, you solve the exercises, and then you, at the end, you know how many questions you did right and how many you did, you have to review. Any questions?
No.
Okay. Then after that, there is another link, how to talk about your goals. If I'm not wrong, this video is like 3 minutes. Let me see something. 1 second for the publicity. It's 1 minute, 28 seconds, this video. I'm going to share screen now. And you need to watch it.
I've set myself goals around achieving stuff at work, but also achieving stuff personally. So having a good balance and maintaining that sort of equality and not being too overworked with one, and so you can't then enjoy the other.
My goal this year is to expand a YouTube channel I started. I like to just get the word out there and talk to people about Asian cinema and spread the word, because there's some great stuff that people miss out on.
Well, I've bitten the bullet, I've given up work, and I'm following my dream. I'm going back to school to follow arts. Yeah, it's what I've always wanted to do, and I sort of thought, if I'm not going to do it now, when am I going to do it?
Keep enjoying school and aiming to get a good career at the end of it.
To be conscientious first and to be competent in whatever field of enterprise I choose, and that somehow must be of service to humanity, since I realized I'm not permanent here.
My goals are basically professional, like publishing papers and doing stuff like that, but I do not have any other goal, I think.
To do really well at uni, to be a better person within myself and my family life, and just to kind of do things properly. That's definitely like the main goals.
These people are your teachers, not me. Why? If you learn only with me, listening to what I am saying, you're going to adapt, because we are human beings and we adapt very fast with things. You're listening to me all the time, right? I'm teaching you, I'm showing you how to do things. But then if you have to talk to another person that doesn't have the same accent, that doesn't have the same pace of speaking as me, you're going to panic and your mind is going to shut down, block, because you are used to the teacher. And then this is not good. So always having the same teacher is not good, because you're going to get used to that. My job here is to give you a lot of teachers because everybody speaks differently. You're never going to listen to the same accent. Again, the same thing if you come to Perugia or if you go to Napoli or if you are in Milan, it's never going to be the same. So you need different teachers, and the different teachers you're going to find, they are online. Real situations. So what is the topic? So do you know how to set goals? Okay, you see that the topic is not English. The topic is how to set goals. All right, next, the Magic Dictionary. We talked about it. Where to start? Now, each one of you, can each one read one bullet point for me?
Okay.
Go ahead.
The more vocabulary you have, the better your communication will be.
Anything to comment about that?
That's right.
I love your comment. Any comment about that? Okay, guys, this is the time for you to practice your English. Do you have anything to comment? Yeah, that's. Oh. Come on, express. Nothing to express. Express yourself, Madonna. Yeah, the song. No, nothing. All right, next.
You are only good at being you practice constantly. Work on your discipline.
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 The problem is never the real problem.
Or if you exercising in a thing, you get you can improve yourself in that thing, and you constantly you have to be constant with consistency. I mean that for a better practice of the thing.
Any other comments about it?
Sorry, but I don't know where is the post that she is reading.
Okay,
At
it's
the
our
end of the
website.
page.
Yes.
Okay. There is the Magic Dictionary. After that, day 3. Copy in day 3.
Day 3. Okay. Where do you start? Okay.
Okay, point to number 3. Well, the third bullet point.
Stop being afraid of making mistakes.
No, be curious.
Be curious and courageous.
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 Comments?
Oh,
Comments?
I don't know what to say.
Yes, Miki, I have to put myself into situations that I needed to feel more courageous.
Fight about against monster.
If you are not curious, you will never learn anything. And you don't remember anything. What have you?
Right. Right. Next one.
Two greatest monster, speaking partner by yourself and being afraid of timid.
Yes. This is, you have to fight against this. So Either you find a speaking partner or you speak by yourself. And being afraid, oh no, I don't speak English because I am afraid. Oh, I don't speak English because I am timid. Bullshit. Bullshit. This is the story that you were telling yourself. Throw yourself into the fire. Next.
Stop being afraid of making mistakes. However, love.
Whoever
Whoever laughs at you is just because they are in panic. They probably know less than you. Going to the hair salon in the same things as learning a language. Before getting beautiful, you get ugly. Focus on your dream, the price you pay.
So that's why I always talk about what is your big dream? It's not to speak English. Your big dream is not to speak English.
To get more money.
Oh. So go on your big teacher Google and ask YouTube, how can I make more money?
Okay.
Ask in English. And then you study about what you want, your passion in English. Okay, now exercise, writing exercises. You're going to write and tell me a story about the time that you put yourself in first place and what was or what is your guiding star? Why do you do what you do? Why?
Mhm.
This is connected with the values test.
Okay.
Okay, pay attention into that. Now, activity for you to do. Open a WhatsApp group with yourself. Probably you already have, everybody has that.
Mhm.
But okay, but now your WhatsApp group with yourself is different because it's an English WhatsApp group. So open yourself an English WhatsApp group with yourself. Find a great name, My Perfect English. I don't know. Put a photo that represents your big dream. Find a photo for the group. And you are going to write the day, every day, and you're going to send an audio to yourself.
It's possible. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's possible to create a group with my number. Yes.
You create a number, you create a group, okay? You
Okay.
add another friend.
Alice or Elisabetta.
Okay. No, but wait,
Ah.
wait. You open a group, you include Alice, for example.
Okay.
Then you write the name of the group. You find a new picture. When your group is created with Alice, you before you start texting, you remove Alice. And then the group is only with yourself.
Now I understand.
Okay. Then exercise again, watch your English learning go. This is about 10 minutes. I think it's 10 minutes video. 10 or 20. I will never give you videos more than 20 minutes to watch.
Okay.
Because it's not necessary. But you watch this video as many times as you need. And your exercise is to come to next meeting with these exercises.
Okay.
What is your real goal?
Yeah, I have to explain you next time.
Well, you're going to write, take notes. Remember your dear diary.
Okay. Okay, and then
Yes, it's
we
part
have-
of, it's part of your discipline.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Now,
Okay.
I recommend you that on the links below, you click on the first one, Telegram, and
Okay.
follow me in the group on Telegram.
Okay.
I have to download the app Telegram and then
Okay.
okay.
You click and then you join the group there, okay? And I have this group, I have like many past posts. You cannot write in the group, in the chat, okay? It's a channel, a distribution channel. And so everything that I have already posted in the past, you have access to that.
Mhm.
So there you're going to have many videos, you're going to have recommendations, movies, films, music.
Thank you.
Okay, so
Okay.
follow me there.
Okay.
Yes, for now, that's it.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm
There
going
are
to
a
stop
lot
the
of-
registration.
A lot of homework. So we passed the weekend
On English.
on